Yes, welcome once again, and welcome for today's presentation. And today we are going to look at our topic three, and that is vendor selection in public and private procurement. So, vendor selection and negotiations are critical stages in public procurement, as they involve identifying the most suitable vendors and negotiating favorable terms and conditions for the procurement. So basically, here are here is an overview of vendor selection and negotiations in public procurement. So vendor selection involves pre-qualification or bid evaluation. Depending on the procurement method used, such as competitive bidding, vendors may go through a pre-qualification process or submit bids in response to a solicitation. So pre-qualifications involve assessing the qualifications, capabilities, and financial standing of potential vendors. So bid evaluations involves assessing bids based on predetermined evaluation criteria, such as price, technical qualifications, experience, and compliance with specifications. So another another part that is involved in the vendor selection is the evaluation committee. An evaluation committee is typically established to review and evaluate the bids or pre-qualification applications. So the committee should consist of qualified individuals who are impartial and have expertise in the relevant field. The committee assesses the submitted bids and determines which vendor meet the requirements and are capable of delivering the desired goods or services or works. So the criteria for selection, the selection of vendors should be based on objective criteria such as price competitiveness, technical capabilities, quality of the product or service, then delivery time, what we call the lead time, waiting time, then compliance with specifications. Does the supplier provide the items that are specified and the real quantity? So, and also you need to look at the past performance of the supplier. What have they been doing? What have they done before, their achievements? So the evaluation committee assigns weights to each criterion and evaluates the bids accordingly to determine the most suitable vendors. So on the award stage, based on the evaluation results, the procurement entity makes the award decisions. The decisions should be documented, providing a clear rationale for the selection of the winning vendors. It is crucial to communicate the decision to all participating vendors in a transparent and timely manner. So after selecting the best bidder or the best vendor who wins the contract, then you need to communicate to these other remaining vendors who have failed to win the contract or the bid. This is a sign of transparency in the process for them to know who really won and they can also use this as an evaluation criteria to reflect on themselves, on their performance, and see what are their weaknesses and also their strength, as well as the opportunities that they have ahead in them. So in we let's talk about the sourcing strategies in public procurement. In public procurement, sourcing strategies refers to the approaches used to identify and acquire goods, services, or works from suppliers. So these strategies aim to ensure efficiency, effectiveness, and value for money in the procurement process. So here are some common sourcing strategies employed in public procurement. One is competitive bidding. Competitive bidding is one of the most widely used sourcing strategies in public procurement. It involves inviting multiple suppliers to submit their bids or proposals in response to a solicitation. So, the bids are evaluated based on the predetermined criteria, and the contract is awarded to the supplier offering the best value for money. So, under competitive bidding, all the interested bidders or suppliers are invited, or they are made eligible. They are free to apply if they find that they meet the requirements of the particular bid. So no one, okay, no one is prohibited from bidding. That is what we call open competitive bidding. It's open to everyone who is interested, and this is always advisable for public entities to use this method of bidding or procurement method. Another one is framework agreements. With framework agreements, these are pre-established agreements with one or more suppliers that establish terms and conditions for future procurement needs. So these agreements outlines the pricing, delivery terms, and other contractual provisions. So public entities can then make specific purchases from the pre-selected suppliers without going through a full bidding process. So streamlining the procurement process. So under framework agreements, or public entities, organizations, they make they negotiate other terms and conditions on delivery of specific products at a specified period of time. So they will not have time to go again, and when that specific purchases come and they also need to go and start the procurement process again, no, they will just implement the agreement that were set forward earlier. Then we have request for quotations. Request for quotations, here the procuring entity requests quotations from a selected group of suppliers, usually based on pre-established terms and conditions. So the entity evaluates the received quotations and award the contract to the supplier offering the best value. So request for quotation, an organization selects a group of suppliers that uh, they they assume it has the potential to deliver the service or the product that they want. So, these are organizations or companies that you have worked with before. So you need to request for a quotation from this company such that you undertake a particular procurement activity with them. So they also undergo the evaluation process to come up with one company, organization, or supplier that can provide the best value that you want. Then let's talk about another sourcing strategy is the negotiated procurement. Negotiated procurement involves direct negotiations with one or a few selected suppliers, typically used for specialized or complex procurement. It allows for flexibility in discussing terms, conditions, and pricing to meet specific requirements. So, for other procurements which are very complex, you can go for negotiated procurements where you negotiate the terms and conditions under that requirement for to deliver the product that you want or the service at hand. Reverse auctions. Reverse auctions are conducted online where multiple suppliers compete to offer the lowest price for a particular item or service. The auction platform displays the current lowest bid, and suppliers have the opportunity to revise their bids accordingly. The contract is awarded to the supplier with the lowest bid at the end of the auction. So, reverse auctions are conducted where uh, many suppliers can compete for the lowest price because the one who offers the lowest price is the one who takes uh, the contract. And another sourcing strategy is collaborative sourcing. Collaborative sourcing involves public entities collaborating with other entities such as government agencies or neighboring municipalities to jointly procure goods or services. So pooling resources and leveraging collective purchasing power can lead to cost saving and increasing efficiency. So collaborative sourcing means these entities, like two or three entities, can come together and they consolidate the item that they want to buy and they buy it as a group. So this one can reduce the cost, and after procuring those goods at once, uh, they can now divide as within themselves. There is also another sourcing strategy that is direct contracting. Direct contracting occurs when there is only one qualified supplier capable of fulfilling the requirements. It may be used in cases of emergency, sole source suppliers, or when the goods or services are unique or highly specialized. Care must be taken to ensure transparency and justifiability in the selection of the supplier. So under direct contracting, when there's only one supplier of a single supplier or a sole supplier of a product, there is no any other person available who offers the same services or who offers the same product. So you can go for direct contracting with this sole supplier. So local sourcing. Public entities may adopt strategies to prioritize local suppliers or promote local economic development. Local sourcing is buying locally, subcontracting with companies that are in the same country, the same location, or because you want to promote them instead of buying internationally, though the product is available in the international market. Maybe because even when the price is low internationally, they can still want to buy from local companies. So let's talk about the evaluation criteria in public procurement. We talked about vendor selection. Now we are looking at evaluation criteria. How do you evaluate the proposals and the bids that are submitted? So, evaluation criteria in public procurement are used to assess and compare the bids or proposals submitted by suppliers during the procurement process. So, these criteria help procurement entities determine the most suitable supplier based on objectives and predetermined factors, while specific evaluation criteria may vary depending on the nature of the procurement. So here are some of the categories of evaluation criteria in public procurement. One is price or cost. The price or cost criterion assesses the financial aspect of the bid or proposal. It typically involves evaluating the proposed prices, including any discount, taxes, or additional charges. The price criterion can be assessed based on the total bid price or life cycle cost. So you need to look at the price of the total cost of the bid or the life cycle cost, or like after buying this product, which which cost are you going to be incurring after during the during the productivity of this product or this item that you're buying in the organization. Which cost are you going to be incurring? Okay, taxes or other discounts that are involved in the particular products, and you need to assess all the proposals that are given and how different suppliers look awarding in that regards. Then technical capability. This criterion evaluates the technical qualifications and capabilities of the suppliers to meet the requirements specified in the solicitation. It may include factors such as experience, expertise, technical skills, qualifications of key personnel, and the supplier's track record in similar projects. So, in technical capability, you look at the experience of the company. How long have they been in the system, like the suppliers, the technical skills, or which key personnel the employees they use, how they conduct their how they conduct their activities, and you all need also to track their records. What are their past performance? What have they done before? Their achievements, okay, in the particular field. Then quality and conformance to specifications. Let me change this language. Conformity to specifications. The quality criteria assesses how well the proposed goods or service or works meet the specified standards and requirements. It considers factors such as the quality assurance plan, compliance with technical specifications, product samples, warranties, and the ability to provide a satisfactory level of performance. So you need to look at the quality standard of the item that is required. If there is need to look at to come with a sample or to provide a sample, all the suppliers should come with their samples, and you need to evaluate the samples. Okay. Then the one with the good quality, the one that gives warranties, okay, just in case of damage or in case of damage before uh, a specific period of time, what can be done, okay. Then another point is delivery time. The delivery time is a key because of organizations would love to keep providing their services. Companies would love to be producing products or their services. So if you're acquiring some goods or raw materials that needs to be used in the organization, you need to consider the time period of delivery of the suppliers. How are they going to handle the delivery of these items? So you need to consider this as a factor, because if other organization they take long to provide, then this one also comes back to your organization. What is the minimum level mm, of inventory management that you have said? What are the policies? Okay, that between the ordering and what we call the safety stock. What are the times? Then it means that you will also need to go and review the schedules accordingly. So this one needs you need to consider factors such as the proposed delivery schedules, mobilization plans, and supply capacity to ensure timely delivery without compromising the quality. Okay. So you need to also to look at the financial aspect or the legal standing of the organization. The legal standing, I mean, do they pay the necessary licenses that are required by the authorities or the government that they are operating in? The licenses, do they have the valid licenses? You need to look at their bank references, the insurance covers, the certifications, the certificates, the certificate from ministries of commerce, for example, if it's in South Sudan, the certificate of establishment, this one all are required. You need to to know this factors, because this helps you to understand the capability, the financial capability, and the legal standing of the organization, because you don't want to deal with a fake organization or a scam organization that will run away with your funds, or that organization that may come just to spy you and they want to run away with some information. They have their own or purpose instead of providing services as prescribed. Then you also have to look at the past performance. The past performance criterion assesses the supplier's track record in terms of successfully completing similar projects or delivering similar goods or services. It may consider references from previous clients, performance evaluations, and any relevant feedback or complaints. So, as you're looking at past performance, what has the organization done before and what are they are capable of doing? This one can assure the buying organization that really what the organization what they have asked for will be delivered. It will give them assurance because the organization has been performing very well in the specific activities. Yes. So I think today we are going to end there, and thank you for listening to me.